performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Panthers and the Dolphins, and it comes your way next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now, Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. To throw, Young. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Now he's loose at the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Meanwhile, Young throw complete there to Thomas. Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 38. The Panthers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Second and 5.
Black Ultra. Delay of game. Offense.
So a little tardy getting... And the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before... Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5. First and 15. The Young keeps it, moving right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Holding. Offense.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
That throw by Young incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
After one, 7-3 the score. Panther football to start quarter number 2. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. 3rd down, Young from the gun. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't,
touchdown Dolphins.
It's a tight end. You're a cornerback. How do you get lost on a fucking seam route? Nothing special about it. How are you lost?
Dolphins have taken the lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
Do that whack-ass fucking interception, boy. We can't keep doing that shit.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Can't keep dealing with that shit.
Panthers and Miles Sanders
like this nigga rushes is going up, but his fucking yards is not.
So far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Young to throw it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Young on third down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we're going to look at him. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about him. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Panthers. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Third down and 1. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now here's Young. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo. 55 yards. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Right back to Sanders on first down to about the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. They'll try to throw now. Young. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On play action, Young sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Mingo, right side. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead now 11, 24-13. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession. Second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. He corralled well upfield, right around the 40-yard. A gain there of 21 yards. Two and now on first down. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. H.A. now up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he completes it to Berrios. And have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. 3 quarters in the books. in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. On first down, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
I just want to know, what is my safety looking at?
Touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the two-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your pins in this last half of the game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for two.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak.
Come on, 1 yard rush. What the fuck? Pissing me off with that shit.
Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another run here with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 70 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. It's Young off play action. He's got Mingo. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5.
At least have 100 yards. He does.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They'll run with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers will take.
Now that is a pass that a quarterback fucked up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, All you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
10 cycles.
Young off the play fake. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
This 2nd and 4.
Hey, go field.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And Young's going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. To throw on 2nd down is Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL. So it got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Nigga's supposed to be my fastest DB and got him.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another run with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here is Young. Connection made with Chenault. That even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Ready, ready.
Well, things started off exciting this